Hello everyone, today we're going to tackle a well-known rig called the blowback rig. Now there's a lot of ways people are building them, and I've got my own way of constructing this particular rig. First and foremost, quarter dark matter 18 pound, medium rig rings, a size 2 quarter curve shank, and I normally use a size 4, but I think for today's purpose, just to show you a little bit easier, I'm going to use a slightly bigger hook just to give you an idea, and it just makes it easier to build. So first and foremost, I strip off a length of braid. Now I'm going to guess, so it's probably about 12 inches. Then I'm going to strip off 16 centimeters of braid. Just get my stripper tool. Right. The next thing, I'm going to make a double overhand knot. So I'm folding the braid double, and then I literally just do a once over, fold it over again, there we have it. So now I'm just going to tighten the knot. There we go. Cut off the tag end. And now I'm going to take, now for the blowback, I like using snowman presentations especially. So I'm going to take 2 dumbbell baits, a dumbbell bottom bait and a dumbbell pop-up. So first and foremost, I want to work out what is the length of my hair, especially if I'm going to be using the same bait over and over. So take my rig ring, I'm going to put the bait on, but I'm not going to put the stopper on as yet. I'm literally just going to pull it through like so, and then the way I put the ring on is really important. I fold the line double, I slide my rig ring over, and I just loop it on, and I'll show you why. Because what I want to try and do now, I can adjust this loop. Now, if I put the hook on now, you'll see that the hair is way too big or too long. So now I just loosen my little loop, I pull it back, and I pull on that tag in there. Now I slip it back on, and I'll just check, still a little bit too long, so I pull on it again. So I'm just going to loosen that like that. So now when I take my hook, and I put the ring in position, I've got a fairly okay position now. But my biggest problem has always been that the rig ring does not always sit square to the line. So you always have a rig ring that's sitting at a different angle. So all I do is I now lock this in place. So just a normal overhand knot. normal overhand knot. And the minute I pull on that, my rig ring is now sitting 90 degrees to the line. So now I can take my baits off. I can actually slide the rig on to the hook. And now the way I determine what that length should be is, obviously when I tighten the knot, this whole thing is going to slide up a little bit. So I want to rather get it to a point where it just cannot go over the bend of the hook. And at that point I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I tighten it. So now I make sure that the hair comes out of the back of the hook. And it looks like that. Just like that. Now I take my kicker, slide the kicker over, and pull it right over like this. There we go. Now you'll notice that I've got a small piece stripped, and that literally gives me that additional free movement that I need. I don't want that stripped part to be too big, because I want the rig to actually reset itself once a fish has picked it up and rejected it. Now I can replace my baits. Pull it back. Put my stopper on. All I now need to do is finish off the rig at the back end. And for that, I'm going to quickly measure. I want the actual total length to be around 20 centimeters, so I measure it at 21. Then I fold the line double, and you can either make a figure of 8 knot, or you can go like I do, just a 1 and a 2 turn overhand knot. Very simple. And now it's just about manipulating the knot. The best thing to do now is to just put it over the kettle and steam it. But from here, I just wet it with a bit of saliva, and I pull it nice and tight. There we have it. Perfect. Cut it off. And there I have a perfect snowman presentation. And there's my blowback rig. Right guys, and there you have it. A blowback rig perfectly presented. The beauty of this particular rig is that you can use it with a single bottom bait, with a double bottom bait, with a snowman presentation like that, or with a wafter. It is not intended to be used with a pop-up all by itself, because your rig is just not going to present correctly. When it comes to lead systems, you can use an inline, a semi-fixed running, a running rig. You can use a helicopter or a breakaway lead or a drop-off lead system like the hybrid lead system that Kuda produces. It is a super efficient rig that is not used enough, in my opinion. Give it a bash and give us some feedback on that.